Hi everyone, I welcome you all to my channel Shaliza Classes. I have come up with very interesting topic today, that is parts of sentence. So let's get started. So let's discuss the learning objectives of today's session first. So the first learning objective is we will identify subject and predicate in a sentence. We know there are two parts of a sentence. One is subject, other is predicate. Second, we will demonstrate the usage of subject or predicate in framing complete sentence. So as I've already discussed with you that there are two parts of a sentence. One is subject and other is predicate. So a complete sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. So let's understand subject and predicate each one by one. So what is subject? Subject is the naming part in the sentence. That means whom we are talking about in the sentence is subject. So it's very clear, subject is who or what in a sentence. For example, Luke played soccer. So whom we are talking about in this sentence? We are talking about Luke. So we have to ask this question to ourselves, who played soccer? So Luke played soccer. So Luke is subject here. Now let's discuss what is predicate. Predicate is the telling part in the sentence. Like what we are talking about, subject is predicate. So what is subject doing in the sentence? The action which the subject has taken. That is predicate. So what did Luke do? Luke played soccer. So played soccer is predicate. So it's very easy to identify subject and predicate in the sentence. So Luke is the subject here. Played soccer is predicate. So subject always carries a noun or a pronoun. We know Luke is a proper noun. So it always carries a noun or pronoun, and predicate always carries a verb. It always contains a verb. So very clear. Now let's look at these sentences and try to identify subject and predicate in these sentences. So the first sentence is, a cat and a mouse are a match made in heaven. So we have to ask this question to ourselves, who are a match made in heaven. So who, we have to identify who in the sentence. So a cat and a mouse are a match made in heaven. So we are talking about cat and a mouse here. And what action cat and mouse are doing? They are a match made in heaven. So that's the information we are getting about cat and mouse. So cat and mouse is subject. Are a match made in heaven is predicate. So let's see the second sentence. Josh reads a book every day. So who reads a book every day? Josh. So Josh here is subject. And what does Josh do? He reads a book every day. As I have already told you, so verb is a part of predicate. So reads a book every day is predicate. Now let's see the third sentence. Sam and Ben ate cupcakes at the party. Who ate cupcakes at the party? Sam and Ben. So Sam and Ben is subject here. So what did Sam and Ben do? They ate cupcakes at the party. So ate is again verb here, and verb is a part of predicate. So ate cupcakes at the party is predicate. I hope you are finding it very easy. The baby elephant splashed his trunk in the water. Who splashed his trunk in the water? The baby elephant. So very easy to identify. So the baby elephant becomes subject here. And what did baby elephant do? Splashed his trunk in the water. So splashed is a verb, right? So verb is a part of predicate. So splashed his trunk in the water is predicate. Subject is the doer in the sentence. Doer means the person who does the action. The subject performs an action, right? So the subject is who or what in a sentence, or it indicates what or whom the sentence is about. So very easy to identify the subject in the sentence. Subject is the person who does the action. Whom we are talking about in the sentence is subject. Now let's discuss what is predicate. Predicate is the part of the sentence containing a verb. So predicate always contains the verbs and stating about the action which is being performed by the subject, right? So here we have to identify what action the subject has performed, that is predicate. The subject is usually placed before the predicate, but sometimes the order is changed. The subject remains the same in spite of change in its position. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. The letter came after a few days. Now what is the subject here? Whom we are talking about in this sentence? We are talking about letter. So the letter is the subject. What came after a few days? The letter came after the few days. What is verb here? Came is verb here. As you can see, so the subject is placed before the verb, right? So sometimes the order gets changed. Now see the second sentence. After a few days came the letter. Again in the second sentence, the subject remains the same. The letter is the subject, but here now the subject is coming after the verb came. So the position of the subject has changed, but the subject remains the same. Now, is there any hidden subject? Now, this is very important concept. Sometimes the subject is not mentioned in a sentence, but it is implied. And in such sentences, the subject is assumed as you, right? Now, see the first example, go and play. So, it actually means you go and play. So, go and play is predicate here, and the hidden subject is you, and go and play is predicate, right? Now let's see the second sentence, listen to the teacher. So this sentence actually means you should listen to the teacher. So listen to the teacher is predicate. And what is the hidden subject? Hidden subject is you. And we know that it's an imperative sentence. Now let's understand the concept of simple subject and complete subject. Simple subject or the naming part is who or what is doing an action without the description. So it means the subject, again the subject is who or what in the sentence, right? And the subject is without the description, without the explanation. For example, the clouds drifted across the sky. So how to identify the subject here? What did the drifting? The clouds, of course. So noun or pronoun without any description in the doer place is called simple subject. So the clouds is subject here, but no explanation is given, no description is given for the clouds. So it is a simple subject, right? Now complete subject. The complete subject is who or what is doing the action or the verb along with all the modifiers or the descriptive words. So the subject with all the description is complete subject. Now let's see the example. The small purple monster in the tree roared a tiny roar. Now who did the roaring? Of course the monster. Now, but this monster was small, it was purple in color, and it was in the tree, right? So these are the descriptive words which are given. So this is complete subject. So the complete subject is the small purple monster in the tree is complete subject. Now let's have a practice session in our notebooks. Now this is the worksheet which is being created on the topic subject and predicate. I would like to request you here to pause the video and copy this worksheet in your practice notebook and try to identify subject and predicate in these given sentences. Now I hope you have find the worksheet on subject and predicate really easy. Now let's discuss the answers and try to cross check the answers. So the question number 1 is circle the subject and underline the predicate in the given sentences. A part. Flowers in the valley bloom in spring. So what bloom in spring? Flowers in the valley. So it's a subject. And what do flowers in the valley do? They bloom in spring. So bloom in spring is predicate. B part. Sheila, Preeti and Alicia have passed the examination. Who have passed the examination? Sheila, Preeti and Alicia. So this is subject here. What have they done? They have passed the examination. So have passed the examination is predicate. C part. Pass me the glass of water. So it's an imperative sentence. Pass me the glass of water actually means you pass me the glass of water. So the hidden subject is you. And pass me the glass of water is predicate. Here comes the teacher, right? So the teacher is subject here and here comes is predicate. E part. Most people in the countryside lead a simple life. So who lead a simple life? Most people in countryside is subject. What do? They lead a simple life. So this is information which is given about most people in the countryside. So lead a simple life is predicate. Can you guide me to principal's office? So you is subject here. And can guide me to principal's office is predicate, right? All the players have gathered outside. Who have gathered outside? All the players. So all the players is subject and have gathered outside. Who have gathered outside? All the players. So have gathered outside is predicate. So I hope you all have enjoyed the session on subject and predicate. Now you are very well aware about the topic parts of the sentence. So goodbye for now. Thank you.